Good afternoon, all of you. If you remember last day we discussed about the sine 2x, cos 2x, tan 2x, and sine 3x, cos 3x, and tan 3x. And we have done some question also. And as I told you, there are 26 questions in this exercise. Out of these 26, I think till the question number 10 we have discussed. Yeah. And now I'm going to solve some more questions. But before moving forward, is there any question before question number 10? Is there any question to ask before question number 10? Are you having any problem in any question? I don't think. So let's start your class. You can see question number 11. Then after question number 12, 13. So 13 I'll do here, and question number 11 I'm just going to do. Okay. So let's start question number 11 firstly. Actually, in question number 11, you can see it's written sine 16x. So there are two options. Either we will start from the right hand side and we will think like that. Okay, sine 16 can be written as 2 into 8. So 2 sine 8 into cos 8 will be there. And cos 8 is our requirement in left hand side. So both options are there. Either we will start from left or right. In both possibilities we can do. But when we will start from the left, we have to multiply and divide by some number. But if we will start from the right hand side, we need not to multiply and divide directly, we'll get our result. Now I'm asking to you which one you want, from right or left. Right, from the right, it will be easy, what I'm thinking. So your question is there. Let me write the question that sine x and cos x into cos 2x. Question number 11 is cos x into cos 2x into cos 4x into cos 8x is equal to sine 16x upon 16 sine x. Sine 16x upon 16 sine x. This is the question. What I want to do, if I take right hand side, and in right hand side, as you have seen, it is sine 16x whole upon 16 sine x. It can be written as sine 2 into 8x whole upon 16 sine x. When I write in this way, and for few seconds, 8x will be assumed as an x. So we are having one formula of sine 2 is that equal to sine x cos x. Can we apply this formula or not? At the place of x, I am having 8x. So it can be written as sine 8x into cos 8x whole upon 16 sine x. It is 8. Now, think about this one. No need to disturb it because it is our requirement. Sine 8x can be written as sine 2 into 4x, and cos 8x is like that upon 8 sine x. Again, I am taking this one as an x. So formula of sine x is sine 2x into sine x cos x. It can be written as sine 2 sine 4x into cos 4x into cos 8x whole upon 8 sin x. Again it is 4 more. Now one more line I am writing here. Sin 4x and written as 2 into 2x and the rest of the thing cos 4x into cos 8x will remain same. And here I am having 4 sin x. Now it can be written as 2 sin 2x into cos 2x cos 4x cos 8x 4 upon 4 sin x. It can be eliminated to, and now again I am going to use formula of sin 2x, that is 2 sin x cos x. So it is 2 sin x cos x, then after I am having cos 2x, I am having cos 4x, and it is cos 8x 4 upon sin x. They can eliminate. And now you can see cos x, cos 2x, cos x, cos 2x, cos 4x, and cos 8x. This is the left hand side. You will take a screenshot of this question. Now, after solving this question, you can see question number. Wait 1 minute. Let me make a co-host of. Okay. Question number 12. Take a left hand side and simply take a LCM, you will get your result. What I am thinking. When I'll take a LCM, in denominator I'll get cos square x minus sin square x, that is cos 2x. And in denominator also we will get 2 sin x cos x with 2 times. So sin 2x will be coming and sin 2x upon cos 2x will be written as sin 2x. So what I am thinking 12th will be easy. But think about the 13. 13 is little bit different. Question number 13 is little bit different, and again I am going to start with the right hand side, because what I am thinking, if we will solve it with right hand side, it will be little bit easy for you people. Question is there 13. Question number 13. 1 plus cos square 2x is equal to, I have to prove that 2 cos to the power 4x plus sin to the power 4x. Now if I am taking right side again, it is 2 in bracket cos to the power 4x and sin to the power 4x. It is 2 cos square x to whole square plus sin square x to whole square. If you remember, if I am having somewhere a square plus b square, it can be written as a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. Am I correct? Say yes or no. If somewhere I am having, listen me, since formula is there, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square plus b square can be written as a plus b the whole square minus 2ab or not. And if I am taking cos square x as a and sin square x as a b, so I am having an a square plus b square. It can be written as cos x plus cos square x plus sin square x to whole square minus 2 cos square x into sin square x. Can I align or not? Say yes or no. And this one will be written as a 1. Cos square x plus sin square x is 1. So it is now 2 into 1 minus 2 cos square x into sin square x. If I multiply by 4, definitely we will have 2 minus 4 cos square x and sin square x. One more thing I want to ask you people. Actually, I have to convert them into cos 2x. So tell me, we are having formula cos 2x is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square x. So from here, we can write sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x upon 2. I can write down. Say yes or no. If you are not getting, one more thing I can do when I am multiplying by 2, it can be written as 2 cos square into sin square. Now directly you will use that sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos 2x, and in the same way we are having cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus 1 will transpose here. So 2 cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2. So the first one will be, this one can be written as 1 plus cos 2x, and this one can be written as 1 minus cos 2x. Can I say yes or no? So when I write it is 2 minus 1 plus cos 2x into 1 minus cos 2x, and now if I think it is a plus b and it is a minus b, so definitely next line can be written as a square minus b square. Our next line can be written as 2 minus 1 minus cos square 2x. When I remove the bracket, it is 2 minus 1 plus cos square 2x, and 2 minus 1 will be 1. This is 1 plus cos square 2x into the left hand side. What we want. Anyone have any doubt here? You will take a screenshot of this one. And then after we are moving to question number 14. There are 4 parts. I'm just giving you freedom to ask any one of these 4 parts. What I am thinking, second and third are almost same. In first, simply I have to convert it in the terms of sin and cos, and after simplification we will get our result. In fourth also we can do. If actually you may face problem because of tan pi by 4, so no problem. If you are facing problem because of tan pi by 4, you may start with the right hand side. No problem is there. Either it is second part or third part or fourth part. We may start with tan pi by 4 plus x, tan pi by 4 minus x, whatever has given. If there is any problem, which one you want, just tell me. Second, third and fourth, because first is easy, what I am thinking. Second one you are asking. Okay, second C is asking, you can see. Second is there, we have to prove that under root. Question number 14, second part is there. Under root 1 minus sin x upon 1 plus, 1 plus sin x upon 1 minus sin x. 1 plus sin x upon 1 minus sin x is equal to, we have to prove that tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. What I said, if you are facing problem because of tan pi by 4, no problem. We can start with the right hand side. So wherever tan pi by 4 will come, we can put it is equal to 1. It's okay. And then after we will simplify. The next problem can be taken, sir, in a square root it is coming, no problem. If suppose that somewhere I am getting a, it can be written as under root a square. If somewhere I am getting b, it can be written as under root b square. No problem is there. So I am starting with right hand side. If I take right hand side here, and it is tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. But I am thinking by using tan x plus y, it can be written as tan pi by 4 plus tan x by 2 whole upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2. It is 1 x by 2, 1 minus tan x by 2. Now, tan x by 2 can be written as sin upon cos. When I convert it in terms of sin upon cos, and it will be 1 plus sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2 whole upon 1 minus sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2. And if I'm not wrong here, it can be written as cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole upon cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. One line I skip here. When I'm taking LCM, and here also the cos x by 2 will be cancelled. This side I will skip. It's okay. Any problem is there? Now, listen me very carefully. Can you write the same thing in square? When I write it, it will be cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square whole upon cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. And when I use the formula a plus b the whole square and a minus b the whole square, I get something cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 plus 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 whole upon cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 minus 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. Listen me very carefully. Cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2 will be 1. And 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 can be written as sin x. Here I can write 1 minus sin x. Now one more line you can see. This is the result of second one. If suppose that you are asking the third part of this question. So in third part you can see left hand side as given in this form and right hand side something is there na, that sec x 10x plus sec x. No problem. After here if I multiply by 1 plus sin x in numerator denominator. So 1 plus sin the whole square and here I will get cos square, it will be eliminated. 1 plus sin upon cos, when I will separate it, I will not get sec x plus 10x. We can easily get. So third part of the question will be done also easily like that only. Fourth one also you can start with the right hand side and easily you will get all these things. It's okay? It's okay? Say yes or no. Okay. Now, question number 15 is there in front of you. 15. Problem is that each and every questions are different from the previous one. That's why I'm just solving one by one. In the question number 15, you need not to do anything. The first part of the question is there ki 10x plus cot x is equal to cosec 2x we have to prove. If you remember, we are not having any formula of cosec 2x, but we are having formula of sin 2x. 1 upon sin 2x can be written as cosec 2x. Am I correct? So what you do, take a left hand side is 10x plus cot x and just change it in the form of sin and cos. When you will change and after taking LCM you will get sin square x plus cos square x upon sin x cos x, then numerator will be 1. 1 upon sin x cos x we will get, and when we will multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator, then 2 upon 2 sin x cos x will be there, and that upon 2 sin x cos x can be written as sin 2x. Then it will be 2 cosec 2x. Can you do or I should do? Please tell me. Can you do? Are you able to solve this question? Ayushi Tripathi, you are sleeping. Listen me again what I said. Simply I said if tan and cot two things are there, both can be converted in written and in the form of sin upon cos and cos upon sin. Then after we will take LCM. When I will take LCM in denominator, I will get sin cos. In numerator, I will get sin square plus cos square. And sin square x plus cos square x can be written as 1. Yeah. So our result will be 1 upon sin x cos x. When I'll multiplying by 2 in numerator and denominator, then I'll get 2 upon 2 sin x cos x. And 2 sin x cos x can be written as sin 2x, and 1 upon sin 2x will be cosec 2x. Got it? It's okay now. Now next part of the question is there. After proving this one, you please deduce tan 75 plus deduce that tan 75 plus cot 75 is equal to 4. What to do? Listen me. For that part I am doing. Since we are having the tan x plus cot x is equal to cosec 2x. This one already we have proved. Now, with the help of this result only, I have to find. So, what to do? At the place of x, we will substitute 75. And when I will substitute 75, x is equal to 75. I have now tan 75 plus cot 75 is equal to 2 cosec into 75. This is 2 cosec 150 degree. And it is 2 cosec 180 minus 30. In second quadrant, cosec is positive. I will write here 2 cosec 30 degree, and the value of cosec 30 is 2 only. So it can be written as 2 into that is equal to 2. This is our part. Hope you are getting me what I want to say. Now move to question number 16. There are two parts, first and second. I think second one will be easy. Because in second one you can see there are three terms, cos pi by 3 minus x and pi by 3 plus x. So in second and third we can use that formula what we had learned in the previous one. That was something cos x plus y into cos x minus y can be written as cos square x minus sin square y. It was there, no? One, I think two formula was there. That one was sin x plus y into sin x minus y. It was written as sin square x minus sin square y, and one was there cos x plus y into cos x minus y. It can be written as cos square x minus sin square y. When we will apply, I'll get sin square x and cos square pi by 3. So cos pi by 3 is 1 upon 2, cos square pi by 3 is definitely 1 upon 4. Are you getting me? And then sin has to be converted in terms of cos with the help of 1 minus cos square. Simplify, and then one cos is outside. When I'll multiply, I'll get inside the bracket after taking 1 upon 4 common, 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. And this is the formula of cos 3x what I am doing. But in first one, you will have some problem. In first one, we are not having any formula where directly we can use tan a plus b into tan a minus b. Yeah. So what I have to do in this one, first one should I do? This is little bit lengthy. Some simplification will be required. Should I do first one? Okay. 16th first one you can see, and then after I'm trying to solve all these questions. Okay. So question number 16, first part you can see it written. Left hand side I am writing directly. It is I think tan x plus tan pi by 3 plus x plus tan 2 pi by 3 plus x, and that is equal to I have to put that 3 tan 3x. 3 tan 3x. So what should I do? I'm taking left hand side. First line what I am going to do, you see, it is tan x plus tan pi by 3 plus x, and this one I am going to write tan pi by 3 minus x. If there is anyone who is having any doubt how, I can explain here. Yes, Namita, how should I explain? Okay. Actually, it was given tan 2 pi by 3 plus x. I wrote here tan pi 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3 and plus x. When I arrange it like that, pi minus at theta, pi by 3 and minus x. No, it is tan pi minus theta. In second quarter, tan is negative. With pi, it will not change. So tan pi minus theta can be written as minus tan theta. Okay, I have done mistake. That should be negative. It's okay. It's okay. And now I'm going to apply that formula tan x plus y and tan x minus y. Should I apply? And these formula I'm going to use in second and third term only. First term will be remain like that only. In last we will arrange it. So what will happen? It is tan x. This one can be written as tan pi by 3 plus tan x whole upon 1 minus tan pi by 3 into tan x minus. Here you can see tan pi by 3 minus tan x whole upon 1 plus tan pi by 3 into tan x. Anyone have any doubt in this line? Now the value of tan pi by 3 will be root 3. Put the value and then we will simplify it. Tan x, it is root 3 plus tan x whole upon 1 minus root 3 into tan x minus root 3 minus tan x whole upon 1 plus root 3 into tan x. Now, still I have not done anything with the first term. I am just keeping like that only. Here if I take LCM, when I take LCM, it will be 1 minus root 3 tan x. Here I will get 1 plus 3 tan x. Now, here I can write under root 3 plus tan x into 1 plus root 3 tan x minus root 3 minus tan x into 1 minus root 3 tan x. It is now tan x plus. In denominator, you can see after using a plus b and a minus b, it will be 1 minus 3 tan square x. And in the formula of tan 3x, we will get it. We will get or not. So here I can write 1 minus 3 tan square x. Then you can see that I simplify it with root 3 plus 3 tan x plus tan x plus root 3 tan square x. That was I have got here. It's okay. Now about it. When I multiply root 3 into 1 into root 3 is minus root 3. This is with plus, but this minus will make it minus again. So I will make 3 tan x. Now here I am writing minus, but this minus will make it plus tan x. And then after, once again you can see root 3 minus will make it plus. I think that's something plus. And now when I multiply by minus tan x will be plus and minus will be plus. But this will make it minus under root 3 tan square x. So what we have seen, under root 3 tan square x and under root 3 tan square x is going to eliminate it. Under root 3 and under root 3 is also eliminated. And rest of the thing, whatever I am having, I'm just going to write 3 plus 1 4 plus 3 7 plus 1 is 8. I'm having something like that tan x plus 8 tan x upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. Okay, there is no problem. Now I am stimulating this space and I am taking LCM between these two. 1 minus 3 tan square x. When I simplify, I get tan x minus 3 tan cube x, 3 tan cube x, and plus 8 tan x. When I add 8 plus 1 will be how much? 9. 9 tan x minus 3 tan cube x whole upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. If I take 3 common from the numerator, when I take 3 common, so inside bracket I have 3 tan x minus tan cube x whole upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. Now think about this one. This is the formula of tan 3x or not? 3 tan x minus tan cube x upon 1 minus 3 tan square x. This is the formula of tan 3x. So we are having our result 3 tan 3x. You may take a screenshot of this one also. Taken a screenshot. Say yes or no, that your face expression is not showing anything. Okay, if you will not be taking any screenshot, don't worry. These classes, I can say, you will get again on your school website. After few days only, you are getting according to the date you will get. Don't worry. Now, question number 16, second part already I have discussed. Question number 18, you can see. Sorry, 17. In 17, what to do? Just tell me. There are 2 parts, and both parts are easy. Actually, we are having in both parts some result has given, and then after we have to prove something with the by using these result. So what I am thinking, we can see what I have to keep with us and what I have to eliminate. These are the few points. Suppose that I am talking about 17. In 17, you can see our question is there. If sin x upon a is equal to cos x upon b, where we are having one result, then I have to prove that a sin 2x plus b cos 2x is equal to b. It means I have to eliminate a, I have to eliminate x, sin x and cos x also. It's very simple to do. What I am thinking, let me tell you, it will be hardly 3 lines. Don't worry. In the question starting, it is given. In the question, in the starting only, it is given x sin x upon a, given that sin x upon a is equal to cos x upon b. When I do cross multiplication, b sin x is equal to a cos x, I can write. And now I am moving to our question. Our question is there. I have to prove a sin 2x plus 2 a sin 2x plus b cos 2x is equal to b. If I am taking the left hand side of this question, a sin 2x plus b cos 2x, it is a sin 2x can be written to sin x into cos x. Is it? And it is b. I'm writing on 1 minus 2 sin square x. What will happen? At the place of a, okay, don't write. I will write cos x is equal to b upon a sin x. When I substitute here a into sin x into b upon a, and sin x plus b 1 minus 2 sin square x. What will happen? B and b will be cancelled. Am I correct? And now I am having b sin square x. When I multiply, I get b minus 2b sin square x. eliminate, and our result is there. B is our answer. This is an easy question. It's okay. Now the second part also. In second part, I'm not going to do, but I want to just give you one hint. The value of tan square x has given as a 2 tan square y plus 1. This has given. And you have to prove that cos 2x plus sin square y is equal to 0. Now tell me, if I'm taking the left hand side, that cos 2x, that second part, if I'm taking the left hand side of the question, that is cos 2x plus sin square y, and cos 2x can be written as 1 minus tan square x upon 1 plus tan square x plus sin square y. Can I do or say yes or no? Now at the place of tan x, whatever has given, it is given tan square x is equal to 2 tan square plus 1. Can I substitute? At the place of tan square 1 minus, here I am just going to substitute tan square y plus 1. Here I am going to substitute 1 plus tan square y plus 1 is sin square y. Now what will happen? When I am taking the bracket, 1 multiplication minus tan square y upon. Here you can see 1 plus 1 will be 2, then 2 can be common, and 1 plus tan square y, that is sin square y. 1 plus tan square y can be written as sec square y. Am I correct or not? And 2 can be cancelled. So I am having now tan square y upon sec square y plus sin square y. Now it is minus sin square y upon cos square y, whole upon sec square 1 upon cos square y, and plus sin square y. We will eliminate minus sin square y plus sin square y will be 0 or not. It is also the result of question number 17 second part. You may take a screenshot of these two. 17 first, it was 17 first, and that was 17 second. Any problem is there? Any problem is there? Anushka? No. Actually, all these questions are new for you. So whatever I am doing, once you please revise it. Today only, just all these questions you try to solve it. Because you must have seen in each and every question I am using something different. After given formula, even if practice will not be there, if not practice, I can say if sufficient practice will not be there, then definitely you will have a problem. Can I proceed for the 18? Say yes or no. So I'm not going to solve question number 18. Actually, in 18 you can see 2 cos y is equal to given x plus 1 upon x. So cos y can be written as 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon x. Am I correct? Am I correct? And now we have to prove that cos 2y is equal to something. So cos 2y formula can be written as 2 cos square y minus 1. And at the place of cos square y, the value of cos y we can substitute. And after simplification, we will get a result. So this one I am leaving for you people. It is easy. Question number 19 also is there. In question number 19, what I have to do? Listen me very carefully. Actually, tan y is equal to 3 tan x as given. It is given or not? So from here, tan x is equal to 1 upon 3 tan y we can write or not? Why I am writing tan x is equal to 1 upon 3y? Because in the question you can see, I am having tan x plus y is equal to 2 sin 2y upon 1 plus 2 cos 2y. If we will start from the left hand side, so definitely we will have a tan x, but our result is totally in y. It means wherever tan x will come, that has to be converted in y. Should I solve this question? In last, to write the denominator, that 1 plus 2 cos 2y, a small arrangement will be there. That's why I am asking, should I do? Snigdha, should I solve this question? Okay. Okay. Listen me carefully. We are having 10y is equal to 3 10x. Question number 19 it is 19 is there, no? Yeah, 19. I'm having 10y is equal to 3 10x. So there if it is required, I will write 10x is equal to 1 upon 3 10y. Whenever it is required, I will write. And why I am doing, I told you, actually I am to do 10x plus y is equal to 2 sine 2x whole upon 1 plus, sorry, 2y. 1 plus 2 cos 2y. This one we have to prove. So if I am starting with the left hand side, I saw that it is 10x plus y. It can be written as 10x plus 10y upon 1 minus 10x into 10y. Now, as I told you, in our result, x is not required. Only y is required. So 10x, at the place of 10x, we can substitute 1 upon 3 10y or not. It is given in the question. So I will write here 1 upon 3 10y plus 10y whole upon 1 minus 1 upon 10y into 10y. When I simplify, I'll get something 4 upon 3 10y. And here also something is 3 minus 10 is 4y. And now whatever I am having, it is 4. It can be written as sin y upon cos y. And here also it's 3 minus sin square y upon cos square y. If suppose that you don't want to convert in sine and cos, no problem. Here you can see I am having 10y. If I divide by 1 plus 10 square y, it can be written as sine. When I divide here 1 plus 10 square y, here also we have to divide. So by dividing by 1 plus 10 square y also, it may be. Otherwise, sine cos, which one you want? Dividing by 1 plus 10 square y or in converting in sine and cos? In like that only. Okay. So when I simplify, I get something 4 sin y upon cos y, and that whole upon you can see something is cos square y, then 3 cos square y minus sin square y. Here if one will consider one will cross here to 4 sin y cos y upon 3 3 cos square y minus sin square, and that sin square y may write like that 1 minus cos square. That is also. Anyone have any problem here? Now, if you will see that 4 can be written as 2 into 2 sin y cos y, because this one will be written as sin y. And in denominator, what will happen? Minus will be plus. So I have 4 cos square y minus 1. 4 cos square y minus 1. I'm writing one more line here. In numerator, I get 2 sin 2y. In denominator, it is 4 cos square y. I'm writing one line here, 4 cos square y minus 2 plus 1. division was there because I want 1 plus. And now when I take 2 common from these two, so 2 cos square y minus 1 can be written as cos 2y or not? That arrangement was there, what I want to tell. It is 2 sin 2y upon, if I am taking 2 cos square y minus 1 plus 1, and this is cos 2y. So I have got now 2 sin 2y upon 2 cos 2y plus 1. This one was result what I want. Let me tell you one more thing. As from here you can see I have converted that all these 10 in the form of sine and cos. If you don't want, no problem. From here I can divide by 1 plus 10 square y in numerator denominator both. So 2 tan y upon 1 plus 10 square y directly can be written as sine 2y. In numerator we will get. In denominator, since we are having this one, cos 2y formula is there in the form of 10, 1 minus 10 square y upon 1 plus 10 square y. So that some arrangement will be required in that case. And this is also in front of you. You may take a screenshot. Again, I am repeating myself. Please do sufficient practice to prepare this topic. You must have seen till now whatever we have learned in trigonometry. Now we are getting some standard question. Yeah. Okay. After that, question number 20, you can see. In question number 20, what I am thinking that first part will be easy for you. That cos 4x can be written as cos 2 into 2. So once we will use formula 1 minus 2 cos square 2x, and then after cos 2x again formula we can use, and I'll simplify, we will get. But in second part, you will have a problem. Problem in the sense that we are having a lot of calculation in second part. So should I solve second one? Second, sine 5x. Actually, sine 5x will be written as 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2. But should I do? It will take, it is a little bit lengthy. That's why I'm asking. Already 1 o'clock it is, and you will have tired. We are not able to come. Okay, do one thing. That question number 20th I'll do tomorrow, but after that question number 21 is also like that. I have to explain. 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. These 4 questions are easy. So I'm giving you homework to try to solve these 4 questions. 20, 21 I'll tell you how to do. In 22nd, you can see the value of sine 6, sine 42, sine 66 and sine 78, 1 upon 2 into 2. That one question we have done like that. Now, when we will apply to sine 46 minus 6, this 42 minus 6 will be 36. Value of sine 36 we are going. Are you getting me what I want to say? To sine A, sine B formula I am just telling you apply. In 23rd, value of cos x by 2 has given. It is given the cos x is in x is in first part. Then I have to find the value of sine x. Now tell me if cos x by 2 we are having, so sine x by 2 we can get easily. And value of sine x is 2 sine x by 2. Cos x by 2 we can apply. We will get our result. If you want to find cos x, no problem. Cos x is equal to, we can write cos square x by 2 minus 1. We can get. And after getting sin x, cos x, sin upon x, sin x upon cos x is equal to tan x, we can get tan x also. So this one you can get easily. 24 tan x and cos y has given, and it's written that both are in the same quadrant. Now see, cos is negative and tan is positive. I think it is in only one quadrant, that is the third quadrant, where tan is positive and cos is negative. Am I correct? Say yes or no. It said that both are in same quadrant, x and y. So they will be in third quadrant. Now I have to find the value of sin x plus y. To find the value of sin x plus y, we need the value of sin x and sin x, cos x, sin y, cos y. Value of cos y has given, we can find sin y. Value of tan x has given. From there, by using identity, we can find sin x and cos x also, and we will substitute, we will get our result. Then I have to find cos x by 2. I think we are having one formula, cos y can be written as 2 cos square a by y by 2 minus 1. From there we will get. Rest all are easy. You try to solve this question, but 20th second part and 21st, these two questions I'll do today. And then after I'll start a new topic, the trigonometry equation. It's okay. Now, before binding your class, I want to take you in gallery mode, and if there is any problem from any students, please ask. I can see that there are many students, Asta Singh, Anushka Singh. If every day Anushka Singh is the same thing, na? She is not attending class with the video. I don't know why. Sushi Srivastava, others Singh, Soumya also same condition. Anyone have any problem? It's not looking nice to remind the same thing every day. Many students are there who is not attending their class with the video. Yes. Okay, anyone have anything to ask from today's class? No, it was already too lengthy and maximum question was difficult. Yeah, don't worry, just revise all these things again. And if there is any problem in any solved question, whatever I have solved today, and you are facing any problem, tomorrow you can ask. Okay, before starting our next exercise, that is trigonometry equation, as I told you, two more questions I'll do. Even then, if you are having any other question to ask, you may ask. It's okay. Thank you. Have a good day.